Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1983 season is on the air. Today's date is May 22nd, 83. We are at Exhibition Stadium for a game in American League East matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. We've already seen the Blue Jays. This is our first look at the Orioles, here, all right, for the 1983 season. This was the last team we've not seen. Now, of course, we did see them in the demo game, but that does not count in the schedule block. So the Orioles are the last team we're looking at here for the 1983 first schedule block. Second schedule block begins tomorrow, and once again, all 26 teams will be shown at least once. We got the Orioles coming out of the gate a little bit underachieving at 19-19. The Blue Jays, however, are 22-14, so they are tough right now, as the Blue Jays are chasing the Tigers and the Yankees and are with the Brewers near the top of the American League East. The Orioles, as I said, they won the World Series in 1983, but right now they're struggling just a little bit, but it's still pretty early. Ben Witz and John Haverly join us here at Exhibition Stadium. The Blue Jays historically won this game 5-0. They had 8 hits and an error. The Orioles got shut out. They only gave up 3. They only had 3 hits and no errors. But we do know that Inside Pitch has a mind of its own. We are at Exhibition Stadium. With the weird configuration that stadium has this year, it was a hitter's park. 185 home runs hit there. Definitely a hitter's park. So home runs could be plentiful tonight at this ballpark here today. So I hope everyone is here and ready to go for a good ball game as we finish the first schedule block of the 1983 season. And so we are set and ready to go. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Orioles will be the center fielder, John Shelby. 258 average, 5 homers, 27 RBIs. And wait a minute, hold a second. The commissioner of RJL Network is coming down to the field and is presenting the Baltimore Orioles with their World Series rings for 1969. Of course, the Orioles are saying, what took you so long, man? We won that World Series on your network about, 14 years ago. It took you this long to give us rings for 1969. So the Orioles will get their rings for the 69 World Series as the network, as Robert of RJL Network gives them the rings for 1969, congratulates them, and says, good job, now good luck, and let's see what you do for 1983. They hereby accept the rings, and they are officially now the world champions from my 1969 season. Now let's get to some baseball for 1983. We're going to use blue, white, and blue dice. Blue Jays are the home team. As XSG2, Michael Peterson and Davo9 GLA join us here at Exhibition Stadium. How many carats? Let's see. RGL Network spends no expense, okay, for gold there, Davo9. It's costume jewelry. Clancy will pitch. Clancy, 2-1. That's a blank. Shelby, a 4-3, and that's a ground out to short. That'll be taken care of by Alfredo Griffin. And over to first it goes, 1 out. And I want to change the die. This one. Next batter will be the right fielder, Jim Dwyer. 286 average, 8 homers, 38 RBIs. Clancy with the deal. I didn't actually announce the pitcher, did I? Starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays tonight is Jim Clancy. 15 wins, 11 losses, a 3.91 ERA. He gets the call tonight, and he will roll a 6-6, which is a possible error. Dwyer, 3-5. It's a fly ball to right field, but that's going to be caught by Jesse Barfield with no problem, and he will get it for out number 2. 2 away, and that will bring up the shortstop, Hall of Famer, and I'm going to say one of the greatest of all time, Mr. Cal Ripken. Does anybody have a problem if I give him the GOAT title? 318 average, 27 homers, 102 RBIs. I give him that GOAT title because of the 2,100 games he played straight. Clancy, you'll never see that again. Clancy, 6'5", error on a grounder. Ripken, 6'6", and against a righty. That's not an error. It's a speed check for Ripken. That's hit to the shortstop, Griffin. Ripken, base runner 3, throws to first. He's safe. He'll beat the throw. So that will be an infield single for Ripken with 2 outs. Dice Baseball Digest joins us here. Tony Porter at Exhibition Stadium. That'll bring up the first baseman, Hall of Famer Eddie Murray. Definitely. 306 average, 33 homers, 111 RBIs. I'm pretty sure nobody will object to Eddie Murray since he was in the Hall of Fame. Ripken had no stolen bases. Nothing here. Clancy, 2-1 blank. Murray, 3-1. Ground ball to first. That'll be taken care of by Upshaw. Willie Upshaw's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Orioles. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight is Mike Boddicker. And he had a heck of a year in 83. 16 wins, 8 losses, a 2.77 ERA. One of the reasons why the Orioles did win the World Series that season. Leading off for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Rance Mullinix, 275 average, 10 homers, 49 RBIs. Boddicker will pitch. 3-6, it's a blank. Mullinix, 2-1, hit hard to center field, and that's going to be a base hit from Mullinix. He will come away with a single, and he will be safe at first. Next batter is the center fielder, Lloyd Mosby, a 315 average, 18 homers, 81 RBIs. As boys, I have so many surprises for you. I'm sure you do. Mullinix had no stolen bases. He won't get any here. Boddicker, 3-5. That's an automatic out, and it will be a ground ball to first. Let's see. 2-2-2. Shortstop pivot. Ripken plus 1 is a 3. And they will turn the double play. 2 outs. 3-6-3 double play. Easy play there. For as Mosby grounds out into the twin killing. Next up is the first baseman, Willie Upshaw. He had a great year in 83. 306 average, 27 homers, 104 RBIs. Is this an August game? No, this is May 22nd there, Tony. Always check the top of the chat. You'll see the score and the date. So yes, this is a game in May. Boddicker will pitch. Boddicker 3-2 against the lefty. Blank. Upshaw 1-4, and it's an easy grounder to third, taken care of there by Leo Hernandez. We'll toss it over and end the inning. No runs and a hit after 1, no score. Top of the second coming up. Clancy back on the mound. Leading off for the Orioles will be the left fielder, John Let It Be Lowenstein. 281 average, 15 homers, 60 RBIs. Clancy, 2-6 against the lefty. It is a blank. Lowenstein, 2-2. Base hit right past third. Lowenstein has a single. First hit of the game. And that will bring up the Baltimore designated hitter, Ken Singleton. 276 average, 18 homers, 84 RBIs in 83. There is nothing wrong with those stats. Strategy. Lowenstein is not going anywhere. Clancy, 3-6. Wild pitch. Yep, he didn't throw many of them, but a 1-5 is a wild pitch. That's a 3, and Lowenstein goes to second. That will be the first wild pitch on Clancy as it puts a runner in scoring position, and Lowenstein will stay at second. Clancy will try again. 3-4. That is a blank. Singleton. 3-4. Base hit right past first. Will that score Lowenstein? No, he will hold at third. Lowenstein stays at third base. Singleton has a single, and now the Orioles have runners at the corners and no one out. Here comes the second baseman, Rich Dower, 235 average, 5 homers, 41 RBIs. They are going to call, it's only the second inning. They're going to stay at double play depth and try to turn the 2. Clancy will pitch to Dower, strategy roll first, and nothing happening. Dower gets the bunt sign. He says, no, I'm swinging. Clancy, 3-2, strikeout 7, just missed. Exhibition Stadium does add 1 to strikeouts, by the way. Dower, 2-4. That's a fly ball to left field. Catching there is going to be Barry Bonnell. And that's going to be out number 1. And let's see. 2 hit the left field as a 3. So a 1-3. Lowenstein will score. He will not do it that way. So Lowenstein, a base runner 2. Bonnell's a -2, which is a 0. Lowenstein is not going anywhere. He will stay put. Next up is the third baseman, Leo Hernandez. 246 average, 6 homers, 26 RBIs. Strategy roll, and nothing happening. Clancy will pitch. Clancy, 6-4, error on a throw. Hernandez, 2-2 against the righty. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Griffin. His error rating is a 9. That's going to be a 4, and he's going to throw the ball away. That's going to be an error on a throw. The question is where did it go? The question is where does it go? Let's see where the dice decide. That is a 5. So Lowenstein, so that means it would have been a fielder's choice. So the ball comes home. Witt, with a range of 4, prevents the ball from getting past him, but Lowenstein will come in to score. Singleton to second, Hernandez on first. It's 1-0 O's. Stadium groans. And that's going to be an E6 on Griffin. That's the first error on the Blue Jays. They did have an error in the game historically. So now runners at first and second and 1 out. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Exhibition Stadium. And now we'll see the catcher, Rick Dempsey, a 231 average, 4 homers, 32 RBIs. So the Orioles get a run on a throwing error. So Clancy will go ahead and pitch. Strategy roll first, nothing on the 19. Clancy, 1-2 at the park. Exhibition Stadium, 5-2. Wow, it's a line drive right to second that's caught by Orge. And he's going to go ahead and throw to first, a double off Hernandez, and the inning is over. L4-3 double play as Orge gets that one and then throws it right to Upshaw as Hernandez was right off the bag. And he is down, and he is out. And that is an L4-3 double play, but the Orioles do get a run. 1 run on 2 hits, a wild pitch, and an error. We go to the bottom of the second. David Vega joins us here at Exhibition Stadium. Leading off for the Blue Jays will be the Toronto designated hitter, George Orta. And I'm pretty sure, I think George Orta, even though he did have a tough year in '83, is still one of the more underrated players in baseball. 237 average, 10 homers, 38 RBIs for Orta. But I always felt Orta was very solid. Boddicker, 4-6 against the lefty, blank. Orta, 2-5. Ground out to short. That'll be taken care of by the Iron Man. And the Iron Man throws to first. 1 out. Kevin 01SH joins us here at Exhibition Stadium. Next up is the catcher, Ernie Witt. 256 average, 17 homers, 56 RBI. Boddicker, a 6-2 strikeout, 15 is high. Witt, 3-3, and that's a fly to center field. Shelby is there, 2 down. And now the right fielder, Jesse Barfield. I always felt he was solid. 253 average, 27 homers, 68 RBIs. Boddicker will pitch. 5-3. That's at the park. Exhibition Stadium. 4-3. And Barfield will go ahead and hit this one hard. And that's going to split the gap. He's going to slide into second with a double. So Barfield keeps the inning going as he gets a 2-out double. And now the left fielder, Barry Bonnell, 318 average, 10 homers, 54 RBIs. That's a good year for him. 2 men down, Barfield on at second, and he'll stay there. Boddicker, 5-5, strikeout, no. Bonnell, 6-6, and it's a fly ball to right field. Dwyer will get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Blue Jays. The O's have a 1-0 lead on the Bluebirds. We go to the top of the third. Boddicker can pitch to 27. Clancy can pitch to 20. Let's see. So let's see here. Top of the third inning. Leading off for B-Moore will be John Shelby. He is 0 for 1. Yes, they did have a very good pennant race in 89. Clancy will deal. Clancy, 3-2, strikeout, 15, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is going to be the first K for Clancy. He had 99 of them in 83. 1 down, here comes Dwyer. Dwyer is 0 for 1. Clancy, 4-3. Home run chance, no. 17 is high. Dwyer, 5-6, popped out to second. That'll be an easy play for Orge. And Orge will make the catch, 2 down. Here comes the Iron Man. Ripken got a single his first time up. Clancy, a 5-1, strikeout 10, code strike 3 on Ripken. Got him, and the inning is over. Second strikeout for Clancy, and the Orioles go in order. Bottom of the third, leading off for the Blue Jays will be the second baseman, Garth Orge. He's at second for this game. 275 average, 2 homers, and 39 RBIs in 83. Boddicker, 5-4, error on a throw. Orge, 5-2. That's going to be a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Boddicker's error rating is a 0. He won't make an error. All he's going to do is throw it to first, and that's out number 1. And now the shortstop, Alfredo Griffin, 250 average, 4 homers, 47 RBIs. Boddicker, 2-3 against a switch left walk, and that is ball 4. He will walk Griffin. So Griffin will trot to first base on a base on balls. Boddicker had 51 walks in 83. Top of the order for Mullenix. He got a single his first time up. 1 out. Bottom of the third, 1-0 O's. And Griffin stays put. Boddicker, 3-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Mullenix, 6-6. And that's a fly ball to center. Shelby will come under that. And makes an easy put out, 2 away. And now here's Mosby. Mosby's 0 for 1. Griffin stays put. Boddicker looking in on Mosby. Got a good game here already. 1-0 here. Boddicker, a 6-3. That's a walk plus 10, and he will walk Mosby. So now Boddicker gives up a base on ball. Second walk given up by him. And now with runners at first and second, here's Upshaw. Upshaw for 1. Boddicker, let's see what anything happening on the strategy. Nothing is. Boddicker will go ahead and deal. Boddicker, 2-2. Range play. Upshaw, 6-6 against the righty. It's a ground ball to first. That play is to Eddie Murray. His range is a 4. That's a 6. He's going to miss that one, and that's going to shoot down the line for a double. Griffin's going to come around. He will score. Mosby will stop at third. Upshaw stops at second. The Blue Jays tie it up at 1. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI double by Upshaw. And now with runners at second and third, here's Orta. Orta's 0 for 1. The Blue Jays historically won this game 5-0, but the Orioles already have kind of ruined that chance. Strategy roll for Boddicker. That's a 1. Nothing happening. Boddicker, 6-6. Home run chance. 19 is high. Orta, 1-3, and it's a grounder to first base. That'll be handled by, this time Murray will make the play. He'll also take it to the bag himself and end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, and a couple of walks. Tied at 1 now after 3. So far, this 1983 season, it's anybody's race right now. There are a lot of mediocre teams that are still very much alive. As you all know, I take the top 3 teams in each division. I take the top 3 teams in each division, of course, okay? But they must have winning records. But there is one caveat to that. I must have a minimum of 4. So it's very possible a team with a losing record could get in, but I have to have a minimum of 4. I don't mind not having a wild card series, okay, but I got to have division series. So the minimum is 4, but the most you can have is 6. Top of the 4th inning, tied at 1 here. And it will be Eddie Murray leading off. He's 0 for 1. Clancy, 3-1 at the park. Exhibition, 5-3. And that is a hard hit ball to the pull side. And it won't matter. That ball is hit pretty well. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Eddie Murray. As he smacks that one over the right field walls, he pulls it, and that is a bomb for Murray. Stadium groans. Eddie Murray, 33 bombs in 83. Yeah, he does that all right, and it's 2-1 Orioles. We go. Next batter is Lowenstein. He got a single his first time up. Clancy, 2-2. That's a walk plus 10 that will walk Lowenstein. So now he gives up a home run and a walk. That's the first walk issued by Clancy. He only had 61 of them in 83. They go talk to him on the mound real quick, try to calm him down. And here comes Singleton. And he got a single his first time up. Nobody out, but now 2-1 Orioles. Lowenstein had 2 stolen bases, none here. Clancy, 2-6 against the switch left. That is a blank. Singleton, 1-1, hits one into right field, but an easy play there for Barfield. That'll be out number 1. Next up is Dower. Dower is 0 for 1. Sports Time Machine. Utah Mike joins us here at Exhibition Stadium. Yeah, I think I made the football part of that stadium, yes. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. Clancy, 1-6. That is a blank. Dower, 6-6. Ground ball to third. So 3, 3-3-4. Second base, pivot or Jazero, 1-4. They won't get it. The only play will be to first base. And Lowenstein gets the second, 2 down. Grounded to third. Picked up there by Mullenix. He only had one play. And next up is Hernandez. Lowenstein at second. Strategy. Nothing on the 16. Clancy, 4-5. It's a blank. Hernandez, 6-4 against a righty. That's grounded to second base. That'll be handled by Ord. They'll toss it over to first and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, and a walk. A solo bomb by Eddie Murray. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Yes, Exhibition Stadium did have weird dimensions. I am actually surprised they actually approved that stadium as well for baseball, for exhibition, before the Blue Jays moved into the Sky Dome. Ernie Witt will lead off for the Bluebirds. He's 0-for-1. Boddicker, a 3-3 blank. Witt, 4-6. Fly ball, center field. Easy play for Shelby. He'll take a step backward, but make the play. Now here's Barfield. Barfield got a double his first time up. LA Coliseum wasn't much better. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That was another weird park to play in. And, of course, the Polo Grounds. Maybe the weirdest ballpark to play in. Boddicker, 2-5, strikeout, 8, swing and a miss. Struck him out. He will get Barfield. And that's his first. That's Boddicker's first strikeout. He had 120 of them in 83. So he will get a K there, 2 down. Next up is Bonnell. Bonnell is 0-for-1. Boddicker, 4-5. Possible error. Bonnell, 1-6. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is at the Dower. His error rating is a 3. That's a 6. He'll make the play, take his time, toss it over, and retire the side. First time the Blue Jays have been retired in order. 2-1 favor of the O's after 4. Top of the 5th. And it will be Rick Dempsey leading off for the Blackbirds. He's 0-for-1. Clancy, 2-4. That's a range play. Dempsey, 1-3. Ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Mullenix. His range is a 2. That's going to get by him. And that's going to be a single. Dempsey will go ahead and get a base hit past Mullenix. And the Orioles have the leadoff man on. Here comes Shelby. Shelby is 0-for-2. Dempsey had a stolen base that year. And he does not get the steal. And there's not going to be a hit and run here. Clancy will go ahead and pitch. Clancy, 2-3. That is a blank. Shelby, 3-5. Ground ball to first. So 1-1-1. And shortstop Griffin, -1. So no chance of a double play. And that's a 3. So Dempsey will be thrown out at second. And Shelby will take first on the fielder's choice. Next up is Dwyer. Dwyer is 0-for-2. Shelby, strategy roll. He had 15 stolen bases. He won't get any here. Clancy, 3-3, strikeout. No. Dwyer, 3-5, fly ball, right field. Easy play for Barfield. And he tracks it a little bit. He's got it, though. 2 down. And now Ripken. Ripken is 1-for-2 for the Iron Man. Shelby on at first. And he stays at first. Clancy, 2-1. That is a blank. He's not tired. Ripken, 4-1. He hits one into center field, but an easy play for Mosby. And he'll get that and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Orioles. We go to the bottom of the 5th. A bit of a pitcher's duel here. Only 3 runs scored. Clancy and Boddicker have a combined 6.6 ERA. Garth Orge leads off for the Jays. He is 0 for 1. Boddicker, 5-1 against the righty. Strikeout. That's high. Orge, 4-4. And it's hit hard to shortstop, but that'll be gloved by Ripken. He was right there. 1 out. Next up is Griffin. Griffin walked his first time up. Boddicker, 2-4. That's a walk plus 10, and that's going to be a walk to Griffin easily. So Griffin will trot to first. Second time Griffin has walked. Third walk given up by Boddicker. Mullenix is next. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Griffin had 8 stolen bases. None here. Boddicker, 1-4. Strikeout, 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He'll go ahead and get Mullenix on a K. Second K for Boddicker. And that is out number 2. Here's Mosby. Mosby is 0 for 1 with a walk. Griffin stays put. Boddicker, 6-5 against the lefty. That's a blank. Mosby, 4-3, and he hits one into right field. That'll be a base hit to right. Griffin, base runner 4. A single to right, -1 makes him a 3, and he will make third. Coming around first is Mosby. Will he get to second? No, he won't. He'll put the brakes on and head back to first. Single for Mosby to keep the inning going. And now here comes Upshaw. Upshaw 1 for 2 with a double. 2 men out. Bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Orioles here. Orioles are at 500 at this time. Toronto is doing pretty well. 22-14. But how long will that last? Could have a few good races going on in this 1983 season. Strategy. Nothing on the 5. Mosby. Well, actually, Mosby gets the steal sign. 15 plus 2 is 17. Dempsey -1 is 16. I don't think you want to make the last out. Plus, Upshaw's a heck of a hitter. They will call off the steal. Boddicker, 1-4, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Third K for Boddicker. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And after 5, it's still 2-1 in favor of the Blackbirds. Yes, I believe 5 of the 7 teams in this division were 500 and above. The American League East is going to be very tight. Could be better could have a pretty good race. Oh, there are drop third strikes, Michael Peterson. They're just a rare play. It's just a rare play. It's in there. Top of the 6th. And here comes Eddie Murray. Murray hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Clancy, 5-6 against the switch left, a walk, but that 14 is too high. Murray, 2-4, hits one into right field, but an easy catch there for Barfield. And he'll make the play, 1 out. Lowenstein is next. He is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Clancy, 1-1, strikeout, 11, called strike 3 on Lowenstein. He's not really happy about it, but he'll go back to the dugout, and that will be it. And that is the 3rd strikeout for Clancy, 2 down. And now Singleton. Singleton 1 for 2. Clancy, a 1-4. That is a blank. Singleton, 4-6. An easy ground ball to second. Orge will get to that. And he will get up with it. Throw it over to first. And another 1-2-3 inning for the Orioles. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Another fast-moving game tonight, just like last night's was. George Orta leads off for the Bluebirds. He's 0 for 2. So 2-1. Bottom of the 6th now. Boddicker, 6-1. Strikeout 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He'll go ahead and get Orta. And that is the 4th strikeout for Boddicker. He's now struck out 3 of the last 4 batters. Here's Witt. Witt is 0 for 2. You know I'm making things complicated. Got to keep it simple. No, you're not. You're doing fine, Michael. Boddicker, 2-1. Strikeout, 20. Witt, 4-2. And that's an easy fly out to left. Lowenstein will travel to his left a little bit, but he's got it. 2 down. And now here's Barfield. Barfield 1 for 2 with a double. Boddicker, 4-4. Error on a grounder. Barfield, 4-2. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Leo Hernandez. His error rating is a 17. That's a 7. He's bobbling it. Picks it up. Bobbles it again. By the time he picks it up again, Barfield's safe. That's an error. That's going to be an E5 on the Orioles. And that is their first error in the game. They did not have any errors in the game in real life. So now here's Bono. Bono's 0 for 2. Boddicker looks at Hernandez, says, come on, man. That was easy play. 2 men down, but now a tying run on base. Barfield had 2 stolen bases. And that's a 20. Boddicker, a very good pickoff chance. It's either going to be a pickoff or an error. Throws to first. And he throws the ball away into the dugout, and Barfield goes to second. So Boddicker throws the ball away on a 15, and that is away there. And Barfield goes to second on an error. That's going to be an E1. Second error on the Orioles now. Barfield now at second. Reroll the strat. That is a 1. Barfield gets the steal sign to go to third. He says, I'm staying put. Boddicker will pitch. Boddicker, 6-3. That's a walk plus 10, and he will walk Bono. And now runners at first and second. So again, Boddicker showing a little bit of tipsy here. It will now bring up Orge. Orge is 0 for 2. Now 2 outs. Tying run at second. Go ahead run at third. 2-1 O's. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Boddicker will pitch. Boddicker, 1-4. Strikeout 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He gets out of the inning. Strikeout number 5 for Boddicker. No runs, no hits, but 2 errors. And the Orioles get away with it. 2-1 after 6. Top of the 7th coming up. And for the Orioles, it will be Rich Dower. He's 0 for 2. Clancy, he will pitch. 1-1, strikeout 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He got Dower. And that is the 4th K for Clancy. Dower didn't strike out much, but he does there. And now Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Clancy will pitch. 6-3. Range play at the park. Exhibition Stadium. 2-4. That is a possible home run to center field against the righty. Hernandez needs a 12. The 17 is too high. Now it's a fly ball to center field. Mosby going after it. His range is a 4. And he's got it. 2 outs. Makes the play at the wall. Fly ball center field. Hernandez thought that ball was gone, but it just seemed to die a little bit out there and allowed Mosby to make the play. 2 away. And now here's Dempsey. Dempsey 1 for 2. Clancy will pitch. Clancy 6-3. Range play at the park. Exhibition Stadium. 3-1. That's a pop fly ball behind the plate. Pop out to the catcher, Ernie Witt tracking it. His range is a 4, and he's got it in foul territory, and the inning will end there. Pop out to the catcher. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. Blue Jays staying in striking distance. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. No, if it was a home run, Michael, he would not have caught it. Range plays only occur if it's not a home run. There is no leaping grab, although you could probably create a house rule for something like that. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming in tonight's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night. It'll be May 25th. Tonight was the final game of the first schedule block. So tomorrow is the beginning of the second schedule block where every team again will be seen. You'll see all 26 teams again. And our next game will be at the Vet. We go to Veterans Stadium as the Los Angeles Dodgers will take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Bert Hooton will be going for the Dodgers, and Marty Bystrom will be going for the Phillies. That'll be tomorrow night's game on the network as we begin the next block. So don't forget that one. That's tomorrow night on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th, 2-1 in favor of the O's. And Alfredo Griffin leads off. Boddicker can pitch to one more batter before he tires. He's going to stay out there, though. Boddicker will go ahead and he will. So blocks are just when every team plays, represent a percentage of a season. No, it's when every team plays. When I try to, and remember, some teams, of course, get shown more than once because I got to get the other team in, if anything. We've already seen the Blue Jays. We all saw the Blue Jays 2 days ago, but we didn't see the Orioles yet. That's why we're doing this game. Every team, again, will be seen at least once. Some, of course, will be seen twice. Then after the third schedule block, I'm going to start the third schedule block, which actually begins after the All-Star game. That's when I start making playoff cuts. So teams that are not really factoring in the playoffs anymore, I don't put them on the board. So I can get board records for the teams that are in it. Boddicker will pitch to Griffin. Boddicker, 6-2, strikeout 9. That missed. Griffin, 3-2, grounder to third. Easy play for Hernandez, and he will throw it out for out number 1. Boddicker tired. He says, I can go. This is 1983, not 2024. Here's Mullinix. Mullinix is 1 for 3. Yes, you'll see every team. That's one thing. I guarantee you each team will be seen at least twice, and some will be seen maybe 3 times, maybe even 4 times before I get to the block. It depends. Boddicker, 4-2. It's a blank. Mullinix, 5-6. Ground out to second. Dower will get to that one, and he'll throw it over for out number 2. Here's Mosby. Mosby is 1 for 2, singled and walked. Boddicker will pitch. Boddicker, 1-4, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is a nice outing for Boddicker. That is his 6th K. And 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still 2-1 after 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Clancy can pitch to one more before he tires. He says he can go. John Shelby leads off for the Orioles. He's 0 for 3, though. Clancy will go ahead and pitch to Shelby. Clancy, 3-1 at the park. Exhibition Stadium. 5-4. Single plus to left field. Shelby turns around first. He's got to try for second. Left fielder is Bonnell. He has a -2 arm. Shelby will make second on a 1-3. And he will. Shelby had great speed, and he will get to second base. And that is a big run there, as he will turn that into a double. And now here comes Dwyer. Dwyer is 0 for 3. And Clancy, he is now tired. And they are going to... They're going to take him out. That'll be it for Jim Clancy. He did a very good job today. Only gave up 2 runs on scattering 5 hits. So the Blue Jays will go to the bullpen. At least they will. At least I think they will. And, well, what's Clancy's ERA? No, they will. Coming on to pitch for the Blue Jays is going to be Randy Moffett. 6 wins, 2 losses, 10 saves, a 3.77 ERA. Moffett will be the second Jays pitcher. Clancy does leave with the L, at least for now. Shelby on at second, and he'll stay at second. Moffett can pitch the fly. Moffett will pitch. Moffett, 1-1. That is a blank. Dwyer, 6-3. Ground ball to third base. That's picked up there by Mullenix. Throws to first for the out. Shelby stays at second. Easy play there for Mullenix. It will now bring up the Iron Man. Ripken is 1 for 3. Shelby on at second, and he is not going anywhere. Moffett, 1-4. Home run chance against a righty. A 1-16. A 1 is good. Against a righty, Ripken needs a 16. Does Cal Ripken go yard? Yeah, pretty well, too. Kaboom! That ball is high! That ball is deep! And that ball is gone! Home run, Hall of Famer Cal Ripken! Stadium barfs. Yeah. Two-run bomb by Cal Ripken now puts the Orioles ahead 4-1. And that one was a grapefruit, and Ripken turned that into fruit salad. And now 4-1 O's. And now here's Murray. So it's actually both Hall of Famers on this lineup hit a home run, Murray and Ripken. And I think it's always special when a Hall of Famer makes a big play. Moffett will pitch to Murray. Murray 1 for 3. Moffett 3-6. Range play at the park. Exhibition Stadium 6-5. And it's a blank. We have a rare play. Rare play, bases empty. Actually, rare bases empty from range play at the park. So rare plays, bases empty from range play at the park. 2-2. 22. Tapper in front of the plate. Batter doesn't move and catcher crashes into batter. Batter out on interference. Check for injury to catcher. So Eddie Murray is out, and the catcher is Ernie Witt, and his injury rating is a 3, and that's automatically going to get him out of there. So Eddie Murray is out on batter's interference. So I'm going to call, I'd call that, let's see, so what was that? So Tapper in front of the plate, so that's a G2. But Ernie Witt will be out of the game, so the Blue Jays got to go to get a new catcher. Eddie Murray is out. So new catcher coming in for the Blue Jays, and that is going to be Buck Martinez. Martinez will take over at the catcher spot now. Game day injuries only, full-time injuries in the postseason. For those of you wondering. So Martinez will take over. He is a 3-4. A little different. He is a 3-4-9-0. So Buck Martinez will take over the catcher, and that is 2 outs. There's your interference call someone asked about earlier. So now 2 away, and the next batter is Lowenstein. Lowenstein is 1 for 2, singled and walked. Moffitt will pitch. 6-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Lowenstein 2-2, base hit right past third. Lowenstein gets a single to keep the inning going. And now here's Singleton. Singleton 1 for 3. Lowenstein on at first. Strategy rolls are now off. It's pitcher versus batter. Moffitt 1-1. That's a blank. Singleton 2-6. That's a grounder to short, and that'll be handled by Griffin. He'll throw to first to get Singleton, and that will do it. 2 runs on 3 hits. A 2-run bomb by Cal Ripken. 4-1 O's. Michael Peterson, ask and you shall receive. Obviously, the dice heard you. Bottom of the 8th inning, and Willie Upshaw leads off for the Blue Jays. He is 1 for 3. Boddicker is tired, but now with a 3-run lead, they're going to keep him out there. Boddicker will pitch. Boddicker 3-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Upshaw 1-1. Ground out, second base. Dowers got it. And he'll throw to first, 1 out. Here's Orta. Orta's 0 for 3. Boddicker 4-3. Strikeout 9. Just missed. Orta 5-4. And that's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Boddicker's got that one. And they'll toss it over to first for out number 2. Swinging bunt. And now the new catcher, Buck Martinez. 253 average, 10 homers, 33 RBIs in 83. Coming in for the injured Witt. Boddicker will pitch. Boddicker 1-2. That is a blank. Martinez 1-2. And that's a grounder to first. Handled easily there by Murray. He'll take it to the bag himself and retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Go the Jays. 4-1 in favor of the O's. As we will go to the 9th. 9th inning coming up. And it will be Rich Dower for the Orioles. He's 0 for 3. Moffitt will go ahead and pitch. Moffitt 2-3. Strikeout 8. Nope, that's going to be high. Dower 1-6. And he grounds it right back to the pitcher. Moffitt will get that and throw it over to first for out number 1. Moffitt, by the way, is tired, but they're going to let him pitch. Next up is Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 3, but reached on an error. Moffitt, 4-2. That's a base hit right past the pitcher, and that's going to get Moffitt out of there. That's a fatigue result. Moffitt is gone, so it'll be a single for Hernandez. It will bring up Dempsey, but the Blue Jays need a pitcher. So out comes Moffitt. Dempsey is 1 for 3. And let's see who the Blue Jays are going to bring on to pitch. And they're going to go with, let's see who they have. 4-4-3-3. Coming on to pitch for the Blue Jays is going to be Jim Acker. 5 wins, a loss, a save, a 4.33 ERA. Acker is going to be the third pitcher for the Jays. So here comes Jim Acker. Hernandez on at first. 1 out, top of the 9th inning, 4-1. Acker will pitch. Acker 1-6, strikeout 18 no. Dempsey 4-1, and that is a ground ball to short. 3-3-4. Second base pivot or 0, 1-4. They'll get the double play and retire the side. 6-4-3. No runs and a hit for the Orioles. They lead 4-1 here. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Mike Boddicker is tired. How many complete games did he have that year? Before I decide to let him just play. Let's see here. Mike Boddicker. He had 10 complete games. Okay, that's good enough for me. He can pitch. So Mike Boddicker is going to pitch. He had 10 complete games out of the 26 starts. So that tells me he's good enough to go. So 4-1. And leading off for the Blue Jays will be Jesse Barfield. Tippy Martinez is warming up in the bullpen in case the Orioles need him. Boddicker will pitch to Barfield. He is 1 for 3, doubled and reached on an error. Boddicker will pitch. Boddicker 6-6. Home run chance. The 5 is good. And against the righty, Barfield needs a 20, and I don't need to do any more than that. Kaboom! That ball is high, that ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, Jesse Barfield. And just like that, the Blue Jays now are down by 2. 6-6 is a home run chance against the righty, a 1-11. That's a 5, and Barfield's got 20s. It won't matter. And it is now 4-2. And now that will get Boddicker out of there. So Boddicker comes out, and now the Orioles will go to the bullpen. Barry Bonner is the next batter. He will bat. And let's see who they're going to go with. And, the Baltimore bullpen is not bad. They're going to bring out the closer. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Tippy Martinez. 9 wins, 3 losses, 21 saves, a 2.35 ERA. Tippy Martinez coming in here to try to get the save. So now a 4-2 ball game. But here comes Tippy. Orioles now a 4-2 game, but Barry Bonner is the batter. Martinez will set up, and now here comes the pitch from Martinez. Martinez 3-4. That's at the park. Exhibition Stadium. 4-3, and Bonner hits one into right, and that's going to be a double. And the tying run coming to the plate. Barry Bonner hits a double into right field, and nobody out here in the 9th. And the batter now is Orge. Orge is 0 for 3. Remember the last time we had the Blue Jays, we had a pretty good game with them too. Bottle on at second, 4-2. Strategy rolls are still off. Martinez will now pitch to Orge. Fans here at Exhibition Stadium hoping the Blue Jays can get it done. Martinez will pitch. 6-6. That is an automatic out. And it will be a ground ball to third. Handled there by Hernandez. Throw goes to first. Bonner stays at second, 1 out. Next batter is Griffin. Let's see if the Blue Jays want to make a move. They do have some pinch hitters available. Griffin's the shortstop. I could move Mullenix over if necessary. And they are going to go ahead. But Griffin hits lefties a lot better. He's going to bat. Alfredo Griffin will stay on the bat at the plate. He hits lefties very well. So Bonner on at second base. He'll go up against Martinez. One out here, 4-2. Martinez will pitch. Martinez, 2-1. That's a walk plus 10, and he puts the tying run on base. That becomes a 13, and that is a 12. And now runners at first and second, and now here's Mullinix. So a walk given up by Martinez. Mullinix is 1 for 4. What, did you expect the 1-2-3 ninth inning here at RJL Network? I know I haven't said that in a while. I think not. Barnell on at second, Griffin on at first, 1 out, bottom of the ninth, 4-2. Mullinix does have home run power. Fans here at Exhibition Stadium waving the towels, flashing their cell phones. Oh, that's right, 83. Martinez sets up. He will pitch. 1-2, and that is an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly out, though. It'll be a fly ball to right field. That's going to be caught by Dwyer for out number 2. Bonnell, a base runner, 3. Hit to right is a 0. Dwyer is a 0. A 1-3, Bonnell will take third. And he will. They decide to send Bonnell to third base, and he will get there, but now there are 2 outs. So now runners at the corners, and now here's Lloyd Mosby. Mosby is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Mosby's got power. Once again, the fans here at Exhibition Stadium, hoping they can get it done for Mosby. Tippy, not tired yet. He will be after Mosby. Martinez trying to make this a quick save, but it hasn't been anything but. Bonnell on at third, Griffin on at first. Martinez sets up and deals. 1-4. That is at the park. Exhibition Stadium. 3-6. And he got it. And he got it. Oh, yeah, he got it. 3-6 home run to the pull side against the lefty. Mosby is an 11. That's a 2. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Walk-off home run, Lloyd Mosby. That's your game. Stadium cheers. Yay! And they're mobbing Mosby at the plate on a walk-off home run as they belt that one, kaboom, and that one was not coming back. Tippy Martinez, that was not Martinez's fault. That was just right there by power as he blasts that one. Mosby goes ahead and smacks that over the right field wall, and all Dwyer could do was see it go bye-bye. 5-4 Blue Jays as we have our first walk-off home run of the 83 season. 4 runs on 3 hits, 2 of them bombs. Jesse Barfield hit a solo bomb, then Bonnell hit a double, Griffin walked, and now Tippy Martinez gives up the bomb. Final line score coming up. What a win for the Jays. For the Blue Jays, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. For the Orioles, 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Jim Acker. He'll go ahead and get the win. Tippy Martinez does take the loss in this matchup. A 3-run walk-off bomb by Lloyd Mosby, and Jesse Barfield hit a bomb in this inning as well. And what a way for the Jays to win, and what a way for the Orioles to lose. Blue Jays now go to 23-14, and the Orioles now drop to 19-20. What a ball game to end the first block. We are not done. 10-minute ticker is next. First walk-off home run of the season for 1983. We've had walk-offs, but not a bomb. First walk-off homer for the 1983 year. Lots of fun for me. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Orioles are going to lose in dramatic fashion here to the Blue Jays, 5-4, as Baltimore has a tough loss here. May 22nd, Minnesota at Boston. Twins 12-56, that is 7. Red Sox 13-62, that is 8. A win for the Bo Sox. Cleveland at California. Indians 10-41, that is 4. Angels 17-65, that is 10. And that's a win for the Halos. Texas at Detroit. Rangers 6-42, that's 4. Tigers 14-23, and that is 3. That is a win for the Rangers. White Sox and the Royals. White Sox 18-35, and that is 5. Royals 6-36, that is 3. A win for the Pale Hose. Yankees and the Athletics. Yankees 15-32, and that's 4. Athletics 4-13, that's 1. A win for the Yanks. Milwaukee at Seattle. Found at Niagara Falls a few barrels and some discarded home run ball from a 1983 Blue Jays game. Milwaukee at Seattle. Milwaukee 16-61, that's 8. Mariners 6-54, and that's 5. That'll be a win for the Brewers. Reds and the Cubs. Reds 9-33, 3 runs. Cubs 3-41, 3 runs. They go to extras. Cincinnati rolls a 3, plus 1 is 4. Cubs roll a 3, minus 2 is 1. That game belongs to the Reds. Giants and the Expos. Giants 5-65, that's 8. Expos 3-32, that's 2. That'll be a win for the G-Men. Dodgers and the Mets. Dodgers 5-24, and that is 2. Mets minus 214, that's 0. A win for the Dodgers. Braves and the Cardinals. Braves 16-33, and is 4 runs. Cardinals 6-65, that's 8 runs, and the Redbirds will get a win. On to May 23rd, Minnesota at Baltimore. Minnesota 8-63, that is 7. Orioles 21-14, and that's only 3. That's another loss for Baltimore. Is it possible that the 1983 Baltimore Orioles may do the same thing that the 1988 Dodgers did in my 88 replay? The 88 Dodgers won the World Series historically. They didn't even make the playoffs in my 88 replay. Sometimes fast score is strange. Yankees and the Angels. Yankees 10-32, that is 3. Angels 8-15, and that is 2. That's another win for the Yanks. Boston and the White Sox. Let's see here. Red Sox 5-46, that's 4. White Sox 18-21, that's 3. That's a win for the Bo Sox. Rangers and the Royals. Rangers 5-52, that's 5. Royals 263, and that is 6. It's a win for the Royals, but still a long way to go, of course. Milwaukee at Oakland. Milwaukee 1236, and that is 4. Athletics 1035, that's also 4. They will go to extras. Milwaukee rolls a 5 plus 0. Oakland rolls a 2 plus 0, and that will be a win for the Brewers. Cleveland at Seattle. Remember also in my 2016 campaign, the Miami Marlins led the division most of the way in my 2016 season, and then they just fell apart the way they actually did in 2016, which allowed them not to make the postseason. Cleveland at Seattle. Indians 12-23, and that's 3. Mariners 752, that is 5, a win for the M's. Detroit at Toronto. Cats 14-23, and that's 3. Blue Jays 13-15, that is 2, a win for the Cats. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Pirates 6-15, that's 1. Atlanta 9-32, that's 3. That'll be a win for the Bravos. Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals 4. Let's see. Cardinals 4-33, that is 3. Reds 9-46, that is 5. That game belongs to the Reds. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs 8-16, that is 2. Astros 10-54, and that's 6. A win for the Stros. Padres and the Expos. Padres 7-44, that's 4. Expos 7-63, and that's 7. It's a win for the Spos. Giants and the Mets. Giants 11-64, that is 8. Mets 7-51, and that is 5. And my Mets are beginning to now play like the 83 Mets did. Dodgers and the Phillies. Dodgers 0-33, and that's 2. Phillies 8-41, that's 4. A win for the Fightin' Phils. On to May 24th, Minnesota at Baltimore. Twins 5-66, that's 9. Orioles 17-26, and that is 4. The Orioles get swept tonight. Yankees and the Angels. Yankees 13-53, and that's 6. Angels 17-16, and that is 3. Another win for the Yankees. Boston and the White Sox. Boston 13-62, that's 8. White Sox 24-53, and that's also 8. They are going to extras. Boston rolls a 5 plus 1 is 6. White Sox roll a 6 plus 0 is 6. That's a tie. The White Sox will win by virtue of home field. Texas and Kansas City. Rangers 6-23, that is 2. Royals 6-35, that's 3. A win for the Royals. Milwaukee at Oakland. Brewers 14-33, that is 4. Athletics 16-56, that's going to be 7. And the A's will get that win. Cleveland at Seattle. Cleveland 7-34, 3 runs. Mariners 5-64, 7 runs. Mariners get a win. Detroit at Toronto. Tigers 16-33, that's 4 runs. Blue Jays 28-26, that's 6 runs. And the Jays will get the win. Pirates and the Braves. Pirates 7-66, that's 9. Atlanta 10-43, that's 5. A win for the Bucks. Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals 12-66, that's 10. Reds 8-62, that's 7. That's a win for the Redbirds. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs 9-14, that is 1. Astros 8-11. That's 0. That's a win for the Cubs. Padres and the Expos. Padres 14-13. That is 2. Expos 12-31. And that's 4. A win for the Spos. Giants and the Mets. Giants 11-26. And that is 3. Mets 8-34. That is also 3. And they're going to the extras. Giants roll a 3 plus 0. Mets roll a 2 plus 0. That's going to be another win for the Giants, and my Mets just get swept. Dodgers and the Phillies. Dodgers 8-55, and that is 6. We have these two tomorrow night. Phillies 3-55, and that is 5. And that's a win for the Dodgers. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at the Veterans Stadium. The Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Bert Hooton will be going for the Dodgers, and Marty Bystrom will be going for the Phillies. We begin the second schedule block, and it ends around the All-Star break. Once again, all 26 teams will be shown. And then the playoff cuts. But what will happen tomorrow night? Hooton and Bystrom, Dodgers and Phillies. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Toronto Blue Jays go ahead and get 2 bombs in the bottom of the 9th, including a 3-run bomb by Lloyd Moseby. They steal it from the Orioles, 5-4. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.